Hi, and welcome back to Wicked Wands Tarot. My name is Carmen, and today we've got a reading for you about somebody who feels like they do have to tread carefully, whatever it is they're pursuing. This could be somebody who's on a hunt, but I think it's more somebody who has an important conversation ahead of them. We have the Tower and the Chariot, which both indicate very fast-moving energy or things changing very quickly. Or perhaps even new information coming to light. This is one of my favorite Star Trek characters. This is Hugh. And individualism is important because he's coming through. So somebody is standing up or doing the right thing, but it's very fast moving energy. So there's a little bit of almost like recklessness, bull in a china shop, but also a bit of an awareness, right? I know that whatever I'm doing is a bit risky. They feel like they can't move too quickly, even though it's fast moving energy. Because if you think about walking on ice, if you hear a little crack, you probably are aware that you don't have a lot of time to remedy the situation, but moving really quickly and, impacting the ice more seems like a bad idea, right? So we have someone trying to be strategic about how they go about the situation. Hello, Holy Yoga. Hello, Key Controller. Hello, Peggy. How we doing? Let's call in spirit with a little bit of wind chime time. I hope you're having a great day so far. If you would like a personal reading, my email address is in the description box below. Hello, Michael. Hello, Upper Echelon. How are you doing? We're going to start with the Egyptian Tarot. What else do we have? Ace of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. This is a bad change for someone. They feel like they've been betrayed. So, I don't know. I think this is a battle or an argument or someone who feels like they've been betrayed. Someone told on me or, gave away whatever information I was trying to keep secret, because we have the Five of Swords. That's a third party that is trying to cause drama. Hello, I'm trying to see what it says. Is it Huam? Please tell me if you want me to call you something else. Hello, how's it going? Wait, that I saw. No, I didn't. Are those roses, Michael? Oh, it's the little bouquet. Hello, Voyager. Hello, how's it going? What else do we have? 10 of Pentacles in the reverse. 8 of Wands. Okay. Well, like my earlier reading, this is taking kind of a dramatic turn. We have somebody who's about to lose a lot. Again, with the 8 of Wands, fast-moving energy. But it's like the way that the wands on this particular 8 of Wands are like, I don't know, vertical, makes me feel like somebody's bowling. Like they've set up the pins very nicely, but they're going to take someone out, or they're going to argue against somebody quite effectively. The Hanged Man is a change in perspective, but you notice that on this particular card, we have a sacrifice of a calf. So it's this Five of Swords and the Hanged Man are associated with each other. In order to get what I want, I have to throw somebody under the bus, tell, the truth about what they did. So there's an end of a friendship here to probably CYA, to protect oneself. And the Five of Swords is clarified by the Five of Wands in the reverse. This is some infighting. Yeah, this is a friendship that has ended. Some truth drove two people apart, but that truth was delivered by a third party. It's like if you, me, and one other person were friends, and me and this other person did something not so great, and I went to go tell you about it, but kind of like phrased it in a way that made it sound like I was just an angel, and this other person that I was dealing with, they did most of the bad things. What do they say? There's three sides to the story. Their side, your side, and the truth. I'm probably slaughtering that, but like, there's more to the story than this person has heard, but somebody has already been kind of vilified or thrown under the bus. King of Wands, Two of Pentacles, Judgment in the reverse. I don't feel like the right person got thrown under the bus. I don't really want anyone to be thrown under the bus, just to clarify. But if I'm talking about a situation where somebody is retelling a story to kind of make themselves look a little bit more innocent, it may be more so like I was more of the problem, but I'm going to make someone who kind of helped me look like the real problem. So definitely some betrayal or infighting or backstabbing. Dishonesty for sure. And this King of Wands is doing this because they feel like if they don't throw someone under the bus, then they will end up there. So again, CYA. Hello, Andy. Hello, Candace. How are we doing? Ooh, hold on. Hello, Brad. How are you doing? What else do we have? Nine of Cups in the reverse. Death in the reverse. Hanged Man in the reverse and the High Priestess in the reverse. This is an attempt to control the narrative because somebody here has been greedy or just focused on their own concerns. So in order to avoid some major loss, they shift it to somebody else. The problem is there's still a problem. They can shift blame, but if they're not going to stop the behavior that caused the problem to begin with, then throwing somebody else under the bus is only going to work for so long. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, do you have somebody else to blame next time? This King of Wands is short-sighted. They don't think about the long term. Three of Cups, Eight of Pentacles. I've put a lot of work into this partnership or into this social community or into, what I've been working on. So I, want to get to a certain level. I feel some entitlement or, whatever it takes. But it did apparently to this King of Wands require throwing somebody under the bus or making somebody seem more guilty or more responsible than they really were. Three of Swords, Ace of Pentacles, and the reverse. Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. This is not going to go as smoothly as they had hoped. When you try to control the narrative, I'm going to compare it to repairing a pair of jeans. That's a lot of pairs. Compare, repair, pair of jeans. Because there's two people here, maybe. where you already have like deterioration of the quality of the pant. Let's just assume it's difficult, right? To repair it to a point where you can actually wear it for, oh, I don't know, another 5, 10 years. Once it gets to a certain point, you can patch it, you can do what you want, you can try to sew it up, but it's probably going to still have an issue. This is basically what they're showing me, that this person is just kind of putting a band-aid on the issue, but they still have the problem. It's like trying to treat something that, what would it be called, acute, or if it's repeating, with like something topical for like over the counter, like it's just not serious enough. What they're doing is only going to, I think, make matters worse. Five of Swords, because they're going to end up looking that much worse or that much more selfish that they blamed someone else for their own actions or tried to make it seem like they were innocent and they weren't. Nine of Pentacles and the Hierophant. See, there's somebody here who's very perceptive. And I think they see through this person's story. Maybe initially people buy into it. Maybe initially this Hierophant does. But you can only fool people for so long, especially those that pay close attention to their intuition. And this Hierophant, Nine of Pentacles energy is definitely somebody who pays attention to their discernment or little things like body language, tone, diction. Hello, Matt. How are you doing? You are not fooling this Hierophant, basically. So whoever is resonating with the, what are we going to call you? King of Wands, High Priestess in the reverse. They're lying about somebody else, and the Tower, I feel, is maybe the person who's been lied about, because this fast-moving energy is coming at the King of Wands. Ace of Cups in the reverse. If they betrayed a close friend, that friend may have, or ex-friend may have, receipts. This Judgment card is something coming back around. I thought that was done. I thought that was, put to rest. And we're talking about that again. Because Page of Wands in the reverse, either there was a miscommunication controlling the narrative, or somebody feels like once they go back, they see that things are different. It's not what I initially measured, not what I initially remembered. There's a difference. And it makes this King of Wands look less innocent. Six of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, Seven of Wands in the reverse. There's this discovery, and it makes it clear that the King of Wands has like falsified records or said something specifically to make somebody else look bad because they wanted to look innocent. But this betrayal is becoming, wow, I've used a lot of cards. It's clear. So whoever they lied to, they're realizing, because this is an investigation, right? They're realizing what really happened. This is the situations deck. What else? We've got poison, toxic, unhealthy behaviors, people, divine masculine, and access granted. So this Hierophant is the divine masculine. They have some sort of access, or they're finding out that somebody has hid this behavior. This is the person who's investigating, right? I mean, we could go so serious as this is in a church, and so is the Hierophant. This is the person who has say so. The Hierophant is on to this King of Wands, or has figured out that they misled people. There's a conversation that happens between the Hierophant and the person that was sacrificed or, accused, blamed. And I think there's proof. The Hierophant believes this individual, probably because with this sold card, there's receipts, like literal receipts. This was purchased, this was sold, or this was, a deal that was made. Obsession in the reverse. Verge. So someone's about to talk to our Tower individual, Hugh, is about to go talk to the Hierophant to say what they know about the situation and likely say, I didn't do what somebody said I did, or here's what really happened. I was a part of that inner circle, but that person tried to blame me for what they did. And since I've been kind of cast out, here's some details. This is the Energy Oracle. What else do we have? Hello, King. How are you doing? Hello, Illuminati. Hello, Rachel. How's your day? The Healer of the Ages. Interesting because there's like a pretty similar stance. This is the Hierophant. We have Door to Romance, huh? Interesting. Is this a battle over a romance? This is the Kipper. Main female and the reverse, number 2. Really? I'm doing great, you guys. Main female in reverse, house, and message of concern. Yeah. So this feels to me like whatever someone else got blamed for, they may have been blamed because they actually knew what happened. This is all about not being seen as guilty. So we could have somebody that is causing drama in the context of a relationship. We could have somebody that is, engaging in something at work when they're already in a relationship. We have the Courthouse, number 23. Thoughts, number 16. And Marriage in the reverse, number 3. There's a breakdown in either a strong relationship, friendship, but it's a betrayal. Honestly, it feels like we've got somebody who has betrayed their partner with like a partner's friend. And maybe we have somebody blaming the other person, even though the one who's controlling that narrative is the one who started things. Take it how it resonates. This is either professional situation with maybe a workplace romance, or this is a third party starting some drama in a relationship. This is the Pulp Tarot. have? Ten of Wands. The Devil. Two of Wands in the reverse, and the Seven of Swords. Someone was a little too excited about what they were doing, or a little bit too confident that they had people, buying what they were selling. They took on too much and they messed something up. And it's why it's easy to prove this person has lied. So what do they say? It's like always in the cover up, right? That's how people get caught. That's applicable here. Someone wanted to avoid being caught or dealing with consequences of their own actions, wanted to blame somebody else, even though they were at least equally to blame or more so to blame. But their little story or whatever they're trying to say happened, it doesn't quite fit. And there's maybe a video or a text message or somebody else who heard something. Regardless of what that detail is, it proves that somebody was, offloading that responsibility or accountability. Hello, Amun-Ra. How are you doing? Yeah, I could see that, Peggy. Hello, Ralph. How's it going? What else do we have? Page of Pentacles in the reverse, the Sun, and the Three of Cups in the reverse. Yeah, I mean, don't make this your story unless you know that it fits, but this does feel like a third party messing with either a friendship or a romantic relationship and trying to say that whatever they did, someone else did, or, they couldn't help it, they had to do that. There's a claim that they've made that is not supported by reality. They twisted the details in a way to make it seem convenient, right? To justify their actions. Hierophant, Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. Yeah, the truth is getting figured out because it's being triangulated, right? All right, so this person said this and you said this. It's probably like in the middle somewhere, right? Take a little bit of what they said, what you said. We'll figure it out. But with the Eight of Wands in the reverse, there's something that someone did not say but was accused of saying, or some action that didn't happen by that person that was accused. So it makes it quite clear that there was a lie. Knight of Wands in the reverse, Three of Swords in the reverse. Fast moving energy. This is an argument and it blows up, and I feel like there's multiple people involved, maybe up to like 6 people. Were you with this person? Did you hear what they said here? Or did you get this text message? There's a lot of back and forth. I feel like it would be way easier in a group chat format, but nobody would agree with that because then that would require like actual transparency. Well, maybe the Hierophant would agree to that. There's somebody here with some integrity, but definitely some questionable motives here from the King of Wands at the very least. So we've got the Six of Pentacles, Page of Swords in the reverse. Somebody that was giving to 2 people, and there's evidence of it. I feel like there's literal receipts. Like you took this person out to dinner, you stayed at a hotel, or, you bought that bus ticket, whatever it is, you can't really argue with it. This is the Fairy Lenormand. What else do we have? Ten which is the Scythe and Ring number 25. Okay. It really feels to me like we have somebody who's in a relationship that tried to claim someone hit on them or things got a little awkward, but that the person who's in the relationship trying to blame the other person is the one who pursued the third party. And if that information gets back to the partner who feels like, they've been wronged, then they start to look at the King of Wands differently. I don't know if I want to be in a relationship with you because it seems like you just lied. And now I have details or receipts that show that you were, in fact, trying to cover up what really happened. For others of you, maybe like around a quarter of you, this evidence could literally be a picture of a married person without their ring on, like proving that they take it off when they go to bars or whatnot. We have number 21, the Mountain. And the Whip, number 11. Well, it's like I felt you would never get the information to contradict my story because there was too much effort or too much that would prevent you from talking to that person. But if we have a person who cheated, I do think there's a chance that they they were maybe hoping or relying on the fact that my partner won't talk to the side mission. And maybe that's exactly what happened because now we have an update on what we view as the truth, right? Maybe not all. Hello, Darth. How are you doing? So if you know my channel, when the Whip comes out, I tell a little joke. There's 3 of them. Not jokes. These cards. The Whip. No, not the Whip. The Whip. No, please, anything but the... Oh, shit. Hold on, you guys. I ruined it. I got distracted because I saw Tiana's name. Hello, Tiana. How are you doing? I almost interrupted it. Okay. I'm going to start over. So you guys. The Whip. No, please, not the Whip. The Whip. No, please, not the Whip. The Whip. No, please, anything but the Whip. Anything? The Whip. Sorry, guys. I'll do better next time. So there's potentially a problem because here's the other thing, you guys. This can indicate punishment. It can also indicate that this person was stepping out on their marriage because they felt like there was a certain thing that they weren't able to get within that marriage. This is the Overthinker's Oracle. So from a more professional standpoint, remember that the ring can reference a contract. Somebody may be canceling or going back on terms agreed upon in a contract because of finding out who else somebody is associated with or finding out that somebody was actually responsible for a problem, probably a legal situation since we had the courthouse come out earlier. There's just, once we get actual information, once we have access to the person who has the truth, we find out that somebody has lied to us, right? If you submitted a job application and there's a background check and they found out that you lied about something, they're probably not going to take that very lightly. We have missed opportunity and hidden pregnancy. I don't know if those necessarily go together, but this is the problem for many of you is there's not a lot that can be denied when there's a pregnancy. Obviously something happened, right? But it could be, he said, she said, people trying to blame other people. Hiding my emotions and feelings for you. Every full moon reminds me of you. I'm so sorry that I let you down. and that I wasn't who you expected me to be. I feel this apology is towards the partner that was betrayed because they were hiding emotions for someone else. But keep in mind, this is a general reading. That hidden pregnancy card is not for everyone. I think you would already know about it. But we have somebody that can't really deny the truth. I love you so much, though I never expressed it. Oh, I think I missed this. We have somebody struggling in terms of finances. I refuse to let you be the one who got away. It's a little bit difficult to understand this perspective because we have somebody who is caught lying and trying to make themselves seem indemnified. And they're not. They're actually at fault. But they're saying, I don't want you to leave. Like, yeah, I did this thing I probably shouldn't have. You asked me to be loyal and I wasn't. But please don't lie, or please don't leave. I wish I had chosen you. Divine whistleblower. I'm desperate for another chance. And past life lovers. I feel like this was the third party. So this is a pretty messy situation. I'm not going to lie, whether it is romance or business, we have somebody that was being dishonest about culpability or who suggested what or who signed what contract. And it definitely complicates things. This is What's the News? Hello, Frederick. Hello, William. How we doing? Hello, Jamie. How's your day? Penny pinching, financial struggle. We just had that card come out. Look, it's also a piggy bank, but this one has polka dots, so it's superior. Fed up, over it, not having it, frustrated, wine and dine, courtship, consistently dating, romance and passion. Somebody who's always looking for a better deal. Someone's always looking to make more connections, or maybe they're just really irresponsible with money. That impacts obviously both storylines, whether it's business or romance. And there's a person who's really upset over this situation. And I think they're ready to say, goodbye. You are a whole vat of trouble, and I do not have time for that. Now, if it were a vat of wine, some of you may be like, we can talk about it. But trouble? Meh. No, thank you. So we have fuego, chemistry, intense passion. Things are heating up. There is intense passion with a third party. And finding out what really happened between these two is what makes somebody decide it's too much. Doing the research. So we actually get the information, it's great you telling me what happened, but when you have a vested interest and looking more innocent than you really are, it's kind of hard to trust you, especially if this person had a history of lying about things before. So we have high vibing, somebody who has gone through some healing, probably the person identified as the Hierophant, that is willing to move on. The Hierophant could, for some of you, be the person who was thrown under the bus, but we do have more honor, I think, with the other two people versus the King of Wands. King of Wands would be like number 3 of 3. Yes, red flags. You got to watch out for that. Did I say hello to King the Eagle? I hope you're having a good day. So we've got swept up, head over heels, falling in love, intense emotions. Yeah, probably not the best idea. This is the Love Tarot. Oh, Tiana, what are we going to do with you? Emotional intimacy. I'm afraid to truly open up to you. Being raw and authentic with my emotions is something I'm still working on. Remember, we had hiding emotions and feelings. The future. I daydream about our future together, going on adventures and growing old together. I want it all. So, yes, I messed up. I did something I shouldn't have. I should have spoken to you about my feelings or what was going on, and then maybe I wouldn't have, stepped out. But I still think about a future with you. I am a little uncomfortable with this because it kind of feels like manipulation. Jealousy. I'm very jealous. I can barely stand it. I do think this is potentially the Hierophant, but to be honest, it could also be our King of Wands. Sometimes we have projection in a toxic relationship or where people are considering infidelity, where if I'm cheating, I'm going to accuse you of it, right? This jealousy is at the core of the issue between these two and why it was easy for a third party to kind of set things off or cause some issues. Tears. When I think about you, I cry. I don't know if I can tell you guys that. Let's see. I don't even remember who did that song. So I can't tell you guys that one. But we do have my fantasy card from the Love Tarot. We've got somebody who was maybe a little obsessive and very much so physically attracted to the King of Wands. Remember, that does not have to be a male. There's definitely masculine energy, but I feel like that is about somebody who is pursuing conquests. Obsessed. Yeah. I think I'm obsessed with you. I think about you all the time, stalk your socials, and I hope I run into you when I'm out. Starting to kind of feel like this third party is obsessed and that's why things escalated. But I feel like that's what we're supposed to believe, and that's what somebody wanted their partner to believe. I think it's really that the King of Wands was obsessed with somebody else. Not a very healthy connection. And I feel like it wasn't super, like, I don't know that it was based on a lot of significant conversation or connection. It may have mostly just been like the risk element and physical attraction. Thank you, Rachel. This is the Black Tarot. What else do we have? Ace of Spheres, which is the Ace of Pentacles, Chariot in the reverse. Or sorry, Emperor in the reverse. My bad. King of Swords in the reverse. This person who's lied and tried to make somebody else seem more accountable or more at fault is now going to have to take the responsibility. It's like it's worse now because of the lie, right? Of course. The cover-up made it worse. So this Ace of Pentacles, though, I feel like it's money that was spent or paid that makes it clear this person lied about the other, like the third party being the one that instigated or started things. Now we have, again, the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. That's 3 times it came out in the reverse. And the High Priestess in the reverse. This is making me feel like we have somebody who's not a very good liar, but they act like they are. And gosh, if that is not just one of the most frustrating things in the world. I'm kind of torn, like if you feel the need to lie, would I rather you be good at it? So at least for a little bit, I'm like not irritated and then I find out. Or is it more frustrating when people are just bold and they suck at lying and they're like, Hi, I'm telling you a lie, but you'll never figure it out. I think you're dumb enough to buy it. I don't know, man. But this is somebody who's caught up in their lie. There's nothing they can do to change the reality. And I think it means they end up losing their relationship. 10 of Spheres in the reverse is the 10 of Pentacles in the reverse and the Knight of Wands. To be honest, there's a chance that because of how they tried to control the narrative, this person ends up losing the relationship and the side mission. King of Spheres or King of Pentacles in the reverse. And the 10 of Wands. Yeah. At the very least, it looks like their long-term relationship is not looking good because the lie has been exposed. It's quite clear what happened here. They were trying to duck whatever responsibility they actually had here. And now I think the truth has come through from that third party, or perhaps, you know, a friend that knows everybody. But it makes it difficult for that Hierophant or whoever is in a relationship with the King of Wands to trust them ever again, especially if this is last or like a number of times that this kind of thing has happened with them. Hello, AJ. How are you doing? Welcome. I hope you're having a good day. All right, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you, everyone, for the likes and the subscribes. I sure do appreciate you. And I hope to see you on the next reading. Doodles.